I started really questioning, what am I doing? And within 3 hours of that happening, I got 2 requests to do a healing. It was quite funny. So I thought, okay, I get the message. I get the message. But I actually experience a lot of stuff that's like visions, or almost like past life regressions. And I've always known, ever since I've been on this path, that in the very beginning, I've always felt like there's something in the past that I've done, that I've hurt people badly. And I haven't wanted to do with anything that's looked like it remotely sounded like it was magic. And which is funny, because that's right down the path that I've gone with metaphysics and really things that are quite different from what a lot of people do. And what happened? I woke up and I started drawing. Here, I'll show you. These are all the things that I draw. And they just come. And I don't know what they are, always. And sometimes the writing, strange writing, comes with it. So this one day, this was the 10th of September, I drew this, which looks really pretty. It's in pink, you know. But as I started to write it, I started really crying. And I mean, the pain. There was a lot of pain. There was a lot of pain coming. Really, really, really deep pain. And I didn't know where it was coming from. And then I wrote this poem. This long poem. And then it ended with this. So, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages of poetry. And I don't know, do you want to hear it?
Yeah, please share. I think it's a form of, you know, expressing and releasing. What do you think?
Yeah. I realized that after I wrote it, because it was just, I can't remember the last time I experienced that kind of pain. I mean, that's like anguish. It says, the pain of war is written in my heart and tattooed across my life. Below the skin it festers still, screaming to be heard, screaming to be released. The torture, obviously it's still there. The torture of many at my hand, of those who were beside me, with me, and against me. It did not matter. The orders were clear. Do your job or I'll do it for you and to you. Torture, pain, mutilate, kill, hate, desperate. These were times of great strife. Who had I become in those lives? The sword, the dagger, are just like the mind, but the mind is secret and to others makes blind. It wasn't necessary to even touch with one look. It was enough to destroy a life, a creation made, to kill, to burn, to rape, to hate. Who was I then? Who am I now? I feel so much pain, so deep, it can barely surface. How to forgive something you cannot see, to touch, to know, was even real. The pain is real. My head hurts, my throat is tight, and all I feel is pain and guilt. So deep, it feels the well is bottomless. And I know within it still bubbles anger.
As you express yourself and go through all this within yourself, how do you then, you know, find the balance back?
Well, this time it was hard because it was almost like something was coming at you that you couldn't see. It's not like people around you. It's something coming from your past almost. Something from a past that, you know, whether you believe in past lives or not, I wasn't really sure that I ever did, and then all of this happened, and I do now. But I guess what I realized was after going through it, I needed to, because I have a hard time feeling. I have a hard time feeling emotions. And when I do, the emotions that I feel are usually anger. And anger is usually because of fear. And fear is usually because of pain. So it's like a cycle. So for me, getting through that actually took a couple of days. And I turned to the kind of people who I felt could give me insights, you know, who I know wouldn't go, oh yes, you had this past life, your karma is this now for it. I knew that they would say, and I just needed to hear it, that no, you needed to go through the pain because you've suppressed it for so long, and now you just need to get through it. But you know that that could only be one layer, and there might be more. And I'm sure that there's more. I mean, I can tell just from reading it to you that obviously there's still more there. But, you know, I realized that at the time it was really, really emotional. But several days later, it was like I felt like, okay, I'm through it. It's done. I got it out. It needed to come out. Maybe I did those horrible things, but that's not me now. And it's about living in the moment, living in the now. And yes, we can look back, and we can look back and back and back and back and beat ourselves up, but it's not helping us. And I realized that I can't keep dwelling on whatever that is. When it comes up, I need to let it come up. I know there's more to come out, but I can't also look to the future and go, oh, when is the rest of it going to come out? Because you never know. You never know when something's going to come unbidden. And I guess you just have to go with the flow, you know? You just have to surrender what's coming and allow it to flow. Yes, this is what I've learned. I really learned it this time. I've been preaching it to people, but I've really learned it this time. That you have to surrender to things. That you have to try to not analyze it. Because there's so many things that we don't understand. And let it flow through you. Feel it. And then let it go. And stop holding on to it. Because it's not doing anyone, especially yourself, any good.
Thank you.